I don't remember the day they brought her in. Women like her didn't stand out during intake. She was average height, dark hair, quiet. Didn't talk, didn't cry, didn't make eye contact. Her file said, murder, 12 years. That's all I knew. She didn't look scared, or angry, or even numb. She just looked gone. Like whatever part of her used to react to things had shut down a long time ago. 3 days in, the medic called me over. He said, check her arms. So I did. And there were thin, straight scratches. Not random, perfectly measured, like she was drawing lines. I asked her, what is this? She looked me straight in the eyes and said, it's a cage. At first, I thought it was symbolic. You know, prison, structure, whatever. But the next day, there were more. And then more after that. Not chaotic cuts, but grids. Like she was building something, line by line, square by square, right into her skin. She was drawing cages on herself, with her nails. We took away anything sharp, wrapped her fingers. She kept going, with her teeth. We put her under observation. And that's when it got weirder. Every single night, at exactly 3 a.m., she'd stand up, reach for her arm, and start tracing the same lines she'd scratched days earlier. She wasn't cutting anymore, just following the lines, like she needed to know they were still there. A few weeks in, she suddenly spoke. During a routine checkup, without any warning, she said, you know what's really scary? The medic blinked. What? She said, I feel freer in here than I did at home. Then she looked down at her arm and added, when the cage is on my skin, I can breathe. Psych evaluation confirmed what we already felt. This wasn't a suicide risk. It was something else. Something ritualistic. Controlled. They said she was managing trauma, that the real pain didn't start in prison. It started long before. We tried transferring her to general population. She refused. She told us, when I'm alone, I'm safe. When I'm around others, I'm not. She wasn't afraid of them. She was afraid of herself. One day she called me over. That was rare. She pulled up her sleeve and showed me a new pattern. Another cage. But this one had an open door. I asked, what does it mean? She said, it was a test. I let myself be free for one day. I almost hit a nurse. I'm not doing that again. I've worked in this system for over a decade. I've seen all kinds of people, violent, manipulative, broken, but I'd never seen anyone build a prison inside their own body. She didn't act out. She didn't lash out. She just contained herself, the only way she knew how. 4 months later, she was transferred to another facility. Before she left, I caught her by the gate. She looked me in the eyes and said, thank you for not asking the wrong questions. I asked her one last thing. Do you think one day, maybe, you'll draw a cage somewhere else? Not on your body, but outside? She gave a faint smile and said, I don't know where outside is anymore. Since then, I've paid more attention to the quiet ones, the ones who don't scream or fight, the ones who stare at the floor and carve tiny shapes into themselves just to feel like something is still theirs. They're not trying to escape prison. They're just trying not to escape themselves.